If you've been here for a while, you might know me from my real estate investing days. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Lee Moore. Either way, this video is me coming back online and reintroducing myself in a way that actually reflects who I am now. Because I have learned a lot over the last decade through business, through building wealth, and becoming a wife and a parent, and now also working very deeply in the world of AI. And I've realized that the vehicle changes, but the mission itself doesn't. I've always been really focused on helping people to build a life on their own terms. And what's changed now is how we do that. And not only that, but it's who we need to become in order to be able to do that well. At my core, I'm very much the same person, but a little bit of a better version. I care very deeply about freedom, time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom, mental freedom. I care very much about building a business that supports your life, not one that consumes your life. I care very much about helping people to think differently so that they can be outside of the box and create something that's better for themselves and their families. And of course, getting to live life on my own terms in designing that for myself as well. All of this was very much true when I was focused on finance and real estate investing, and it's still true today, maybe even more true if that's possible. But what's different is that I no longer believe in one strategy or one asset class as the answer to be able to achieve that. Real estate investing was a very powerful vehicle, but it was actually never the point. It wasn't about the property or the tenants or the actual physical location. The point was actually autonomy. It was about leverage. The point was living really well and high quality of life. And today, AI actually represents the biggest shift in leverage that I've seen in my entire career. But not only in the way that people talk about it, because AI does not magically fix businesses. It actually amplifies the person or the team that's running it, which means that the real work isn't actually just learning the tools. It's about evolving how you think, how you decide, and the way in which you lead. One of the advantages that I have of being in business in a long time now is that you start to see patterns, not just the opportunities. And I want to share with you some of the things that I'm noticing. When I first started in real estate investing, at the time, it was the clearest, most obvious, straightforward path to having leverage and to building wealth. And today it's still very much a tool, but it's no longer the guarantee that it once was. A lot of factors have changed. The markets are different, they're tighter, the margins are tighter, there's less room for error, there's more variables and discrepancies, and the costs, they just are higher. This doesn't mean that real estate is bad. Investing in real estate is not a bad thing, and that's not what I'm saying here, but it means that the strategy, the leadership, the thinking matters more than ever. And at the same time that all of this has happened in the market, life has gotten louder, more chaotic. There's certainly more inputs, more decisions, more pressure, more going on in the world. But even despite all of these changes, a lot of businesses are still being run the exact same way that they have been for many, many years, with the owner or the leadership team being involved in everything, switching hats on a day to day, carrying big mental loads, that strong feeling of overwhelm. And what I've seen, even though for some people AI can feel overwhelming, it actually didn't create this overwhelm. It exposed what was already there. With AI, if your business strategy is unclear, AI just makes that more obvious. If your business systems are messy or you don't even have systems, AI actually amplifies that. And if your leadership style or your approach is very reactive, well, AI simply moves faster than a leader can actually keep up. And so, what I'm noticing is that the divide is not between people who are using AI and people who are not using AI. It's actually between those people who are willing to evolve and the people who want to stay in the familiar, maybe a little bit of the head in the sand. AI rewards clarity and courage and adaptability. And unfortunately, kind of quietly punishing those who are avoiding it. So for me, this big shift in the world actually coincided with a big shift in my world. Getting married, having two daughters, becoming a parent. And as a result of that, asking of myself bigger questions, harder questions, and more specific questions about what I want, how I want to live, how I want to work. Because I was not interested in building another business or a machine that required more of me. I wanted to build something that required a better version of me and actually gives me the life that I want to continue to live. So, this channel, my friends, is not about quick hacks or the latest tool. It is about business changing and how leaders need to change alongside it. And yes, we are going to talk about AI, a lot about AI. I personally really love it. I've enjoyed the ride so far. I find it really exciting, interesting, and almost magical. But more importantly, we're going to talk about leadership and clarity, the courage it takes, the systems, and helping you to build a life that really actually supports your life. A business that enables you to live your best quality of life and one by your design. Now, you're also going to see conversations with my husband, Andrew. I'm really excited to introduce him to you. He spent decades working as a high performance coach, helping entrepreneurs and business owners level up, become a better version of themselves. And this is really integral, and why we've teamed up together is because technology, without working on who you are, without working on your leaderships and evolving your identity, actually just accelerates burnout. And I've seen that a lot already in the last couple of years. And so if you're looking for AI shortcuts, this probably isn't the channel for you. But if you feel like the way you've been running your business in some way, shape, or form doesn't fit, isn't working, and you're open to evolving, you're open to change, and open to how you operate your business and your life as a leader, then you are in the right place. And I'm really glad you're here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm honored to be sharing my journey with you. There's many more videos to come, so stay tuned.